afternoon. It's about 12:30 p.m. on Wednesday, November 29th, 2020. My name is Robert John Conway II. This is my second video. I made one start at 12 o'clock, which was 21,149th day I've been on this godforsaken planet. And basically, I'm going to explain a little bit about the process of 11 steps that God and I created on January 17th, 2017. In the last video, I made a mistake and I said I wanted to come out with the program on Lent of 2017. I got numbers continuously going through my head, so sometimes I make a mistake. I'm not perfect, I'm hardly imperfect. Basically, I meant 2021. That's the date, because the process is 45 days, and Lent, between Ash Wednesday and Easter this next year, is 46 days. So I believe if once someone does this program with an open mind and wholeheartedly, they will experience a change. This program is similar to the AA program, but it's not, you don't have to, there's no correlation with alcohol or drugs. It's basically changing your thinking, which is the primary problem of drug addiction and alcohol. It's wrong thinking manifesting into a different disease. It's basically transferring through your body through one outlet into another, out another. So it's like when you drink water and you piss out your dick, you know. I can't put it any simpler than that. So basically, 45 days. So therefore, Saturday, the day before Easter, everyone can be happier and experience a wonderful Easter together, have ham, you know, go Easter egg hunting, do all that kind of stuff, and have a wonderful time with their children and enjoy the holiday. So that's what I'd like to do. But the thing is, I need more traffic on my website, which is truthschurch.com. That's TRUTHS church.com. Truths plural, church.com. Also on Facebook, Robert Conway II. Instagram too, Bobby Two Cocks 11 is my Instagram thing. I can use more followers there. I need all the followers I can get. Currently, I'm living in a sober living in the city of Los Angeles. Never been happier. I walk through the day with my earphones on, playing my music, walking up down the street, singing and with a big smile on my face. You know, so I'm really enjoying life today, and I really believe it's a result of working these steps that I did with God approximately 4 years ago. There's so much I'd love to share with you. God and I are like this, basically. I mean, I know He exists. I am evidence He exists. I am proof that He exists. I've been an alcoholic for just over 26 years. I'm approaching on a year sober. I smoked a little weed in prison. I was in prison for, 427 days. You can link that with Isaiah chapter 42, verse 7, if you'd like. I basically, what was I saying? Was in prison for 13 months and 3 weeks exactly. I was arrested on a Thursday afternoon. I think it was about 1 o'clock, and I was released about 1 o'clock on May 14th. I was arrested on March 21st, 2019, and released on May 14th of 2020. So therefore, I've been out of prison, what's that, almost 6 months now. So, you know, life is great. And, you know, I walk through these streets and I see people with scowls on their face and frowns, and it hurts me to a very large degree. I mean, I want to see people happy. I mean, this world, this nation and city, particularly the city, has to come together as one eventually. Otherwise, you know, God's going to get really pissed off and He's going to cause a goddamn earthquake. That's what He's going to do, simply put. So if you guys all want to experience, you know, be like Charlton Heston and all those other, Richard Roundtree and those other actors in that movie, you know, be my guest, because that's what's going to eventually happen. That's what God is telling me now. So, you know, but there's time to change. If we all come together as a people in a loving relationship and a more of a productive relationship and get this country straight first, we can change things, and it's not too late. God tells me that we're experiencing revelation today, ladies and gentlemen. We are in the end of times, and I'm here to help, simply put. God tells me that actual prophecy, revelation can be actually altered and changed if we come together as a people, united, and start changing this world and making everyone have a roof over their head, food in their bellies, clothes on their back. This world would be a much happier place. I talk with people on Messenger and WhatsApp, Hangouts, all these various applications. They're in Africa. I currently have 12 emissaries spreading my website, truthchurch.com, spreading it, and it's really exciting. And I don't know how to answer any questions, but I feel free. I imagine one of these days, I might be interviewed for some newspaper or TV station, who knows? But somehow, God is blessing me to an amazing extent today. Basically, I'm evolving. To simply put, I'm 57 years old. I can make small particles of light in darkness with merely a thought, and I could do it during the day. I can randomly make small particles of light by just using a thought, and I've got some of this on film. I've got 2 orbs flying in my kitchen that's unexplainable to me. I don't know what the heck it was actually, but somehow I saw this peering through my window when I was laying in my bed, and I grabbed my phone and walked into the kitchen and filmed these things. So, God is constantly revealing things to me. It's absolutely incredible. I have no idea why it's me. When I first, this gentleman, like I believe I explained in my last video, who said I was Jesus Christ, I was very happy during this period. I was going through a spiritual enlightenment period. I wasn't afraid of anything. I was dancing around the streets with headphones. We weren't in COVID times. It was in 2017, January, February of 2017. And basically, I was under the illusion I was 26 months and 6 days sober the day I relapsed on February 28, 2017. I've been sober since December 22nd, 2014. So 26 months and 6 days I was sober. So basically I was in downtown Huntington Beach, and I ordered a glass of red wine. I'm an alcoholic. I had just a little over 2 years sober, and I drank half of it, walked out of that bar, and from that point on, every time I put alcohol in my body, I continuously drank 24/7 until I went into a detox and was put on either Ativan or Valium or some benzo like that to kind of calm myself, nerves, and give me some sleep. Because at this point I was drinking around the clock and I wasn't getting a whole lot of sleep. It was, I was embarrassed. I'd walk into grocery stores when they opened it, they sell liquor at 6, begin selling liquor in California at 6 a.m. I'd walk in at like 6:01 and grab a head of lettuce and a couple apples and a 12-pack of Coors Light and go to the checkout. And how am I explain this? Basically, I was doing a whole lot of water skiing, because that was the only time I remember that I could actually justify having a beer early in the morning, because you water ski early in the morning because the waves are coming. Okay, so I don't know what else to say. It works for me. I believe it will work for everyone. The program is totally free. I'm never going to charge a dime for this program, so don't be under any illusion. Money is not my object here. God has given me so many blessings right now. I have no fear that I will be taken care of to a great extent. God tells me eventually I'm going to become a virtual funnel with huge wide ends on both ends, distributing vast amounts of wealth to people that are worthy and are needy. And God will continuously bless me. I'm going to take a little money and buy a nice car, maybe a Ferrari someday, live in a nice house, maybe a couple houses, but I'm not gonna hoard it. Why the hell do I need to hoard it when, to prove myself that I'm a good person, that I'm a wealthy man? I mean, can you live any better if you got $1 billion or $10 billion or $50 million or $100 million? You can't. You're enjoying your life to your full extent, so take those blessings and give it away. Mark Zuckerberg, like 5 years ago, posted some shit saying he was giving 10% of his wealth, distributing it like immediately. Well, it's been like 5 fucking years. Facebook doesn't pay dividends. I don't see him giving back any money to the community. He just becomes richer and richer. And he was blessed with that that forethought and that knowledge by God himself to create this platform that I'm creating now. And if you go to my I believe it was my second blog, is dated August 14th, 2020, when I believe this new enlightenment period, my second enlightenment period began, and it's still continuing. So I don't know what more to say, except that I'm here to help. There are a couple of items I'm going to, like, I've got a logo on there. I'm going to start printing shirts and baseball caps and pens and coffee cups and shit like that, you know, you can attach it to a voluntary contribution. I don't give a fuck what you do, you know. Basically, it doesn't really matter to me, because I know who my employer is, and that is God. And God will not abandon me this time around. I was homeless for 3 months in Huntington Beach, and it sucked ass. So go to my blog I posted last night called Homelessness. I give my view there. I'm creating different types. In my other blog entitled Burr, if you have to start at the bottom, the first blog at the bottom or the far right to go through the process of all the blogs. So that's the way I'd recommend it. The first blog is entitled Mission Statement, which kind of gives you a little synopsis of what message I'm trying to spread. Second is the August 14th. I think the third is the How Existence Works. But my favorite so far is Labor Day. And that was, I wrote on September 7th of this last year on our United States of America holiday, Labor Day. That is my favorite so far. When I became a stockbroker, I was, I believe, 19 at the time. I was one of the youngest stockbrokers in the state of California. I was going to University of Southern California at the time. I was living in Sunset Beach, California, in Orange County, and I went to Mater Dei High School, St. Bonaventure Catholic School, St. Bartholomew's Catholic School as a boy. You know, I've got a long list of credentials, you know, that I want to share with people one of these days. I've got like over 1,600 photos, or like over 1,000 photos, very extraordinary photos with apps, with kind of images and signs. And what I do is when I've got a director thing on a dashboard of my car that I drive around, which is a Santa Fe Hyundai, white, referred to maybe as a horse in Revelation. When they talk about colors of horses, you know, Jesus Christ was, 2,000 years ago, he was looking at visions. I mean, what the hell did he think when he saw these things going by? He thought it was a freaking horse, right? I mean, it's very simple. Reading this stuff, to me, is like reading nursery rhymes. Simply put, it's absolutely extraordinary. I can't tell you how extraordinary it is. But basically, I have the process. I lost the process because it was wiped off my computer, my tower computer, because I was in prison for that amount of time, and somehow the program was wiped off the computer, and this distressed me to a great degree. So about a week later, I sat down on my bed on November 1st of this year. I rewrote the program in about an hour's time, or it might have been less. I'm not sure, but God talks with me. All my blogs have numbers in them, and if you add them up in certain blogs, they actually explain. It's absolutely incredible. All I do is sit down and my pen moves. After I write it, I put it into my phone and post it on my website. So therefore, when I write this stuff, I do add up the numbers later, and they all connect with Hebrew meanings of numbers and actually writing the beast. The first two numbers, and I believe maybe up to 100, I'm not sure. I only use writing the beast for 2-digit numbers. The rest I use Hebrew meaning, and they all align. Everything I do, I've got receipts, I've got things that connect the dates and the numbers. I've got proof on my phone of all this stuff, and I'm posting this stuff as confirmation and evidence of what I'm saying. I'm not full of shit, okay? So the time is now, people. We must start now. The clock is ticking. God is telling me this stuff right now, and it's time for the change and for us to unite, get over this COVID stuff, and move forward, okay? Because it's not that bad. It didn't kill me. I'm 57 years old. My 81-year-old mother is locked up in her house today in Huntington Beach. absolutely paranoid that she's going to die of COVID. Now, I'm here to tell you, if you have a great relationship with God, there's nothing wrong with dying. Absolutely nothing at all. I mean, if you're miserable on this planet and you actually have a good relationship with God, why the hell do you want to live? Answer me that. I'd rather die and go to heaven and spend eternity with God, because there is a heaven. I know. If you have a correct relationship with God, you have your golden ticket and plane reservation or rocket reservation, however the hell you get there, and a reserved seat in heaven. I'm here to tell you that. It's true. And there's a lot of empty hotel spaces in heaven. God has built mansions and anything you can imagine. And heaven, I really can't explain it, except if I'm dead and if I'm experiencing heaven now, it's better than I ever imagined. I can tell you that much. All right? Thank you. Have a good day. Bye.